Hi, my name is Rebecca Woodson, and this week for theater we read Intimate Apparel by Lynn Nottage, and I actually really enjoyed this play. One of the most memorable portions of the play was kind of the secret love between George and Esther, and it was just kind of odd because they everything happened so fast. They got married without really knowing each other, never seeing each other, and I just found that really interesting and something that I definitely don't think I would ever be able to do. And throughout the play, there were also multiple points of tension, and one of these points of tension actually stems off of the memorable portion that I had talked about. And so that point of tension was between Esther and George, and since they had never met each other, they didn't realize until after they got married that the other person wasn't who they thought they were. So there was tension there between knowing someone and on the surface where they were able to talk through the letters and get a sense of the person. However, knowing someone in real life is completely different. And then another point of tension dealing with them is between marriage and love. So Esther and George got married without really knowing each other, and they later found out that they didn't actually love each other. However, for Esther, she had found out, or she had known that she kind of had a love for Mr. Marks, and they both knew that it was forbidden though because he was already arranged to marry someone else, and therefore he couldn't be with Esther. Also, a point of tension is between past and future life. Esther is afraid to lose May as a friend when she gets married. That was something that she had discussed with her, and so it's the conflict between having May as her friend in the past and her future life with George because she sees George as her last opportunity to get married. So, this play reinforces the stereotype and experience of African Americans, and one way that it does this is by showing the stereotype of George being kind of lazy and not doing his fair share of the work and only using Esther's money, like when he asked to go have $2 to go buy his hat, and Esther didn't want to give it to him, but she did, and he wasn't very determined to go get a job, which was an often seen stereotype of African Americans. And then I believe that stereotypes are still very prevalent in life today, both for African Americans and other groups. And this is perpetuated by when people see people that are following the stereotypes. So, like in this story, when seeing George not working and being lazy and using Esther's money instead of making his own, that shows that he is kind of falling into the stereotype. And one way that stereotypes are broken is when people see people of that stereotype break the stereotype. So, like seeing an African American being very successful helps to break a stereotype, and also when people are able to experience other people's culture through different things like plays and movies, that helps break down stereotypes. So, yeah, thank you.